Okay, let's learn some more vocabulary. The degree of a vertex is the number of edges at that vertex. A vertex with an even number of edges is called an even vertex. A vertex with an odd number of edges is called an odd vertex. Two vertices in a graph that are adjacent vertices have at least one edge connecting them. So let's look at this. Let's start with A. The degree of A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 lines coming out of that vertice. B has 1, 2, 3. Okay, so both of these would be odd. C has two edges, so it's a degree of 2. That would be an even. D has 2. Now, E's a little different because a loop has a degree of 2. So when we go to count E, we're going to go 1, 2, and then we count this one twice. So it actually has a degree of 4, and it would be considered an even degree. Okay, let's identify adjacent vertices. All right, so for this one, let me get a different color. For this one, adjacent means they have one edge, at least one edge connecting them. And we want to list all of them. So I'm just going to start with A. We're going to say, okay, A to B, that's adjacent. A is adjacent to C. A is adjacent to D, and A is adjacent to E. Now we're going to start from B. Well, we've already listed this one, so we don't need to list it again. We do need to list B to C here. Okay, so this one right here. Now let's skip to C. Both of these edges have already been listed, so we don't want to list them again. If we go to D, we've already listed D to A, so we don't want to do that one again. The only one we have left is this one, E to E. That would be adjacent because of that loop. A little more vocabulary. A path is a graph. It's a sequence of adjacent vertices and edges connecting them. In other words, a pathway you could walk. You could go from A to B, B to D, D to E. It means you can actually walk because there are edges there. That's called a path. Now, a circuit is a path that begins and ends with the same vertex. So here they started at B. They went from B to D, D to F, F to E, and then E to B. They ended right where they started. So that is called a circuit. And the last thing about graphs we're going to learn in this section is that they can be connected or disconnected. If there is an edge between every vertex, in other words, you can travel a path here, they're called connected. These two are examples of connected. Now see how here D is all by itself. This is called disconnected, okay, because we don't have a path to get over there. And when graphs like these are disconnected, each part is called a component. So this triangle would be a component, D is a component. Here the top half of this would be a component, and the bottom triangle would be a component.